Welcome to another introduction video of the Notion app. In this video you will learn how users and user groups are managed, and how user rights are handled by the widgets. Users and user groups are not project specific. These are global settings you can access on the global drawer. Swipe it in from right to left. Here you see a Groups tab and a User tab. Let's start with managing the groups. By default, there is an Administrator group available. To add another group, click the Add button. A dialog opens, allowing you to enter the group's name and a short description. The description is optional. Let's add a group called Service. OK, let's add another group called Shift Worker. OK, now we have 3 user groups defined. To edit or delete a group, swipe the groups list entry open from left to right. Click the Edit button to edit the group, or the Delete button to delete it. But we are not going to do this now. Every widget can grant a user group permissions. To do that, double-click the widget, and swipe once from right to left. Here you see the groups and their permissions. By default, every group has full access to the widgets. The group members can't see and change the widgets. Changing means things like editing a text field or pressing a button to send data, etc. You can change these permissions by deactivating or activating the checkboxes. There are further some convenience buttons to check or uncheck all the see or change permissions. Now let's add some user to the Notion app. To do that, open the global drawer and click the User tab. Here users can be managed. It's the same like managing a user group. To add a user, click the Add button. A dialog opens where you can enter the user's data. A user is defined by its name, an optional description, and a user PIN. This is a number with 4 digits, used to sign in. I'm going to add user called Peter Miller. And another user called Bob Smith. The users can be assigned to one or more groups to give them the rights of these groups. This is done by clicking on the user and selecting the corresponding groups. Back in the project, we can now add a login widget to switch between users. Now let's change the permissions of some widgets. This container should be invisible for the Shift Worker group, so I uncheck the checkbox. Now when we exit the edit mode and click the login, we can change user by entering their PIN. Dependent on the set permissions, the currently active user is able to see some widgets that others can't see, and vice versa. That's it for this video. You've learned to add groups and users, and to change permissions on a widget for different groups. To get more information about the Notion app, visit us on www.notionapp.trsystems.de. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.